growing up, right, do you have an favorite Halloween movie? Like movie like the one, a scary movie?
No, I didn't watch TV growing up. We didn't even have a TV in our home until I was almost an adult. Yeah, on my coffin table, this is an 1860s Victorian coffin that was restored into a coffee table by the James T. Vaughan prison inmates in their wood furniture program. A beautiful hooded dress with her flowers, and we have a table we set up for her that we put candles on, and we have torchieres. It's a female skeleton, but she is very tall. I'm almost 6'6", and she's almost as tall as I am. That's why she gets the super tall cabinet.
Very, very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, but
Oh, you didn't even get the travel case.
oh, there's a travel case. You got a travel case in here?
Victoria likes to go on trips with us.
Oh Lord. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, man. This video gonna be a little different, a little interesting. Of course, I got a guest, Justin and
Sonia.
Miss Sonia, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
How your day going?
Going all right.
You going pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I don't know if y'all celebrate Halloween or not, but a couple days ago was Halloween, man. How was your Halloween?
Busy.
Not Halloween, but Thanksgiving. I'm sorry.
It was nice.
Thanksgiving was
Thanksgiving.
nice as well.
Yes.
Halloween was busy. Thanksgiving was nice.
Hey guys, I said Halloween because I'm in a house full of booms, so I can get that mixed up. All right, but Thanksgiving was pretty good, right? You had a good time.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what we here, man. I'm trying to get to know you and what you got going on here, and I show my audience want to get to know you too, man. So tell me a little bit about you.
Well, my name's Justin, and I'm one of the founders of the Ossuary, Inc., where we rescue, restore, preserve, and share medical specimens. I basically have a lot of human skeletons that I put back to students and artists in classrooms.
Yeah, something different. How about you?
My name is Sonia. I'm a nursing supervisor. We got into collecting medical collections, and now we collect human skeletons.
All right, so all right, I'm gonna take it a little back, right? Because this is a little different. I don't think this just start couple years ago.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take it a little back, all right? You know what I mean? How was like growing up as a child? Like how was your childhood like? You know? That's a good one right there, huh?
You didn't tell me you was coming to ask one of those interviews. I mean, it was a childhood, you know. I wasn't like abused or anything, I wouldn't say. I mean, I come from the country. They call me hillbilly for a reason. Grew up on 580 acres out in the middle of nowhere, a country boy.
That's a life.
I still go home every year. I go back to the family farm and I hang out with my family and chase cows around, and you know, same thing, different day, just trying to enjoy life for what it is and for what we have here, because one day it's fleeting. It's here and then it's gone.
All right, so all right. Growing up, right, do you have any favorite Halloween movie? Like movie like the what, a scary movie?
No, I didn't watch TV growing up. We didn't even have a TV in our home until I was almost an adult. Yeah, I was raised almost Mennonite, so there was a lot of homemade things. And,
A lot of creativity.
Yes, and work. There was always work. So we didn't sit around watching TV. And even as an adult, that's something I carry on now. Like she puts the TV on, I'm liable to go to sleep.
That's pretty good. You, is any movie that you used to
I didn't grow up watching scary movies. I didn't like scary movies.
Oh, wow.
I'm a scaredy cat. I'm scared
She's
of
scared
everything.
of horror movies. Yeah, don't put a slasher on, she won't watch it.
Yes.
Even with everything we have going on here, she is not into blood and guts, horror, any of that.
I don't mind the blood and guts. I don't like the haunted movies, which is hysterical. I don't mind the slashers so much I'll jump. I don't like cabinets opening and things flying around and scary things.
She doesn't like the supernatural.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So now we're gonna fast forward to this point now that I meet you, right? And you got a lot of unique called within your house, right? Where the idea came from?
Well, so I am a religious person, and I had a dream one day that told me to do this, is what it comes down to. We had been traveling around working for hospice. We dealt with death every single day, literally every single day, 2 o'clock in the morning getting phone calls, having to go to someone's house because they were taking their final breath, and then have to go and sit there with these people while they shed their mortal coil. And truthfully, it does desensitize you to death. It is a natural process. A lot of people get freaked out by it. Us, it's another process. It's just another chapter in life. It may be the closing of one person's book, but it still isn't all that's being wrote. So we became a little desensitized and started collecting odds and ends, medical things, devices, instruments, medicines, just antique things we found in our journeys over the years. And eventually we came across a human skull that was in a medical display in a shop, and learned that people had these things. And I didn't feel that it was necessarily right for a specimen to be sitting in a storefront somewhere. I had religious objections to it, and Sonia, who has a medical license, felt some way about it too, because when someone donates their body to science, it's intended to be an instrument of education and study. It's not supposed to be something that someone burns a candle on their head or something. We got to have a little bit more respect for these things than that. These were people's mothers, brothers, fathers, sisters, cousins, uncles. What we are now, they once were, and what they are now, one day we will be. So someone had to show them some kind of respect. And over the course of 2 years, we made friends with the guy that had Tyler in his store. And then when COVID happened and they were shutting down, I had went to him and I said, look, we're friends with him by this time. I said, I'm going to give you some money so you can keep paying your bills and stuff. I said, but it's a lot of money, so let me take Tyler home with me and put him in the center of the medical collection that we were building. And it took him a little bit, but he finally agreed to it. He needed the money, and I told him he could come back with my money and pick Tyler up at any time. This was not a sale. This was just me helping him and him letting me put Tyler in the medical stuff. So we did. And then one day I had a dream based off of the book of Ezekiel that said, when you find a man's bones up on the side of the road, that you're supposed to place a sign upon it and let the keepers of Hemagog come and retrieve them so that they can give a final rites and disposition to these. And all I can think of is that's what established my dream, because my dream said, hey, reach out and do this, establish this stuff. It literally was a process, file this paperwork with the federal government for recognition and reach out to people that have this stuff and say, hey, this is what you want to establish. This is what you're trying to do. Here's my EIN, here's Sonia's medical license. Donate to us and help us make this dream come true.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
It happened.
It happened. Hey guys, everything you see here is pretty much legal. Of course,
it's all legal.
It's all legal. Of course, the bone is real. It's all medical research. That's why it's here, right? All right. So, whose idea was it to collect into your house?
Well, I wanted to bring Tyler. I wanted Tyler.
Well, we're gonna see Tyler too, by the way.
We'll show it all to you.
But once I brought Tyler home, I told him I wanted an entire medical skeleton hung on just like you used to see in the doctor's office, so I could put in the corner.
Yeah.
So he made it his mission to find me one. With my medical license, I could buy one. They do sell them in medical supply stores, but I'm not okay with buying human skeletons. I'm not. And to the tune of $15,000.
Oh, wow.
Starting, I wasn't doing it. Especially if somebody donates their body to science, you shouldn't be paying for them.
Yeah.
I mean, so he made it his mission to find me a skeleton.
I went looking for one, and
He sent out mass quantities of emails, and it happened. And the first time that we brought skeletons home, the lady made us sign contracts and notarize letters. I mean, it was a long process, and we rented a U-Haul and drove out of state and picked up
8.
8
Oh,
8
wow.
skeletons the first time. Drove
Oh,
in here
wow.
with a U-Haul full of. She said when we took them, we had to take the coffins with them.
They'd been storing them in
Brought a
coffins
coffin.
in their storage room, yeah.
Yes. So we brought in 8 of them. They were all stacked up here in the living room.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
And then they all got homes. And
I can see it's all
cabinets
around.
and, yeah.
So now, what do you got friends, right? What do your friends and family think about this idea?
Well, it depends on who you ask, really. The negative reactions are few and far in between. Anybody that knows us and what we're doing thinks that what we're doing is honorable, and it's some of the coolest things anybody's ever seen before. So we get a lot of positive reactions. The only negativity has only been from people who are absolutely terrified of death, and then people in the collector community that don't like what we're doing because they see us as taking away their enjoyment and the things that they're trying to do, because we publicly say, hey man, don't do this. And that's not a very popular thing when it's people who want to own a skull and we're like, you shouldn't. You know, I have a purpose behind what I'm doing, you know, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have any of them.
All right. So speaking of purpose, right? That was you too. In the next 5 years, where you see your idea goes when it comes to this boom, skull boom.
Not in my house anymore.
We'd essentially like to have a church. Our goal is to have a Gothic revival style church that we can move these old medical specimens into and allow it to be a place for people to reflect and bond in matrimony, have a funeral, an alternative burial option, you know, for their final rest. We just want so much more than we're able to provide on our own. And that's why we do so much community interaction and trying to make ourselves publicly known. You know, that people can come and help us, because we can make this happen.
Yeah.
And we can be the only place in the U.S. that you can see this.
Because almost every country in the world has an ossuary, a church where the church is lined with bones. There's chandeliers made out of leg bones. Skulls line entire walls. It's amazing. I've been in one when I lived in Germany. It was amazing to see. Very overwhelming to see. So that's what our goal would be.
They're pretty good. And one of the I think the famous country that do have those is Romania.
Yes.
Yes.
Transylvania, that's what it called.
The
that
Czech
city?
Republic.
Czech Republic.
Yeah, the
too?
Czech Republic has one.
Yeah, so it's pretty much popular all over the world. I can understand, see your idea, and I hope it work out for you.
Thank you.
But you said people do come into your house
Oh, yeah.
to get to do research and stuff like that. Go on.
So most of our, I don't want to call them clientele, but most of our visitors that come through here are students or artists.
Oh wow.
We are open to the public by appointment, and then of course we have an open house once, if not twice a year, always on Halloween night. There's always an open house where anybody can just come with no appointment and see this stuff and take photos, hold a skull if you want to. I have plenty of them sitting around to hold, and you know, people can see up close. We just try to provide an experience that you can't find anywhere else.
Oh, wow.
There are other places here in the U.S. that you can see human bones other than private collections, such as the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia. The problem is they won't allow you to take a photograph. They won't allow you to touch a skull. They won't allow you to get this hands close to one. You know, they don't allow that. None of that. Here we do. You know, that's what they were intended to be used for, and I want you to be able to use them in that manner.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. So you were telling me something behind the camera about you having like a Netflix special or something like that?
Yeah, so we signed a TV contract a couple months ago with Empress Films, and it is actually more of a link off of someone else's show that is being done in Pennsylvania right now. We're waiting on our turn of the leg of the journey for them to show up here and shoot their segments. So I don't have an exact shooting date for that yet, but I've already signed the paperwork for it.
Let me know. Call me.
Absolutely.
I want to be an actor, you know what I mean? But look, I'm not gonna lie. This is my first experience to any of this stuff. I seen movie, of course, right? But I ain't never seen a real bone skull in real life. This my Do you meet people like me? Like come to your house?
Oh yeah, a lot of people that come here have never seen anything like this before, or had the experience to, you know, touch a bone or any of this. You know, most of them never seen anything outside of an X-ray. That's the closest thing to a bone they've ever seen. And then here you can come here and see every bone in your body, every single one.
Yeah, it's right there.
Even going through nursing school, I didn't see a real human skeleton. We used plastic fake models. I mean, the only time I've ever seen a skeleton other than this was before we started this, was going to the Smithsonian or going to the Museum Museum up in Philadelphia. That's the only time I'd ever seen a human skeleton.
All right, man. I don't mind looking, but I'm not going to touch.
We did offer him to hold a skull earlier when we were shooting a different segment, and he said no.
Hey, I ain't reached that level yet, man. I'm baby step, all right? Baby step. I'm going to get there at some point, but baby step. All right, man. You going to show around your collection, right?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Hey, guys, we still here, but take a little tour of the house museum of your life. Hopefully, can people come in, like regular people from the outside?
Yep.
How can they reach you before we get started?
On my website, www.ossuary.org. You can get on there and send us an email and schedule an appointment to come visit. And you don't need any special licenses or any of that. This is 100% public. So.
Yeah. You're coming through, man. Come through and kind of learn some stuff. All right, let's go on. What's going on right here, Chief?
All right. So as we were talking earlier about Tyler, the skull that was in the store, this is Tyler. He's still in the case that he was in when we found him. We just opened it up and put a Christmas hat on him since, you know, we're festive around here. We treat all of our specimens like family. All of these people that were here have been forgotten to time. They've been sitting in storage rooms for 50 to 100 years, and nobody knows who they are. So when they come to us for restoration and repair, we give them a name. And that's the name we affectionately know them by, and that's what we call them by. It goes on all their paperwork. So when they go out to a classroom or something, it's on their paperwork that they received Lucy or Gomez or Matisha. You know, it's what it is. And when we celebrate the holidays, they celebrate with us. You know, we have coffee with them in the morning. But yeah, Tyler started it, and then we have Lucy underneath. Lucy is from the late 1700s. That's why she has her own special blacklit case. We're very particular about her, very protective of her. All of her hardware is handmade. Every single piece of her was done by wire that someone had twisted, and every nut and bolt was hand turned. Everything. She's very special to us. And then over here you have Morticia and Gomez. These were the first two that came to us in the 8 that came. Male and a female, they were in better condition than the other ones, so they got their own case. And we try to give them little things that they may have enjoyed when they were still walking among the living.
All right. Is that bear real?
Yeah, the bear's real.
Oh, wow.
He came from a shop in Pennsylvania that deals in taxidermy. I had to have him. He was damaged, so they gave me a pretty good deal on him. And I wanted a whole bear in my collection. I have a bear skull already, but you know, I wanted a whole bear, so now I got a whole bear. Or I should say Sonia wanted a whole bear. So.
Sonia
wanted the bear.
Oh man, what's going on here?
And this is Meredith and Mini-Me.
I'm gonna let you do you.
Oh, that was almost creepy sounding, huh?
Yeah, like a horror movie.
This is a female skeleton, but she is very tall. I'm almost 6'6", and she's almost as tall as I am. That's why she gets the super doll cabinet.
Oh, wow. So what's that? That's on top.
Oh, that's a cow skull that come off of a farm down in Arkansas.
Don't forget about the little guy.
Oh, yeah, Mini-Me.
Mini-Me.
That's a 36-week-old fetal skeleton.
That's a real human being right there?
Yeah, they're all real, buddy.
Oh, wow. So that's like a baby? Or
Yes.
So how many months you think that right there?
It's 36 weeks.
36 weeks?
That's what freaks me out the most.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Little kids.
Oh, wow.
It's a real zebra leg.
So is them two related?
No.
They're just different?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So I see you got this too. What's that mean to you?
Well, it's not that it has any particular meaning to us. I just have a thing for antiques, and you know, the African tribal stuff was beautiful to us, and then of course some Haitian stuff as well. You know, I really like their hand carved work, and when I find it places, I like to bring it back and display it because it's amazing.
Wow. It's little Haitian stuff right here.
Yep.
You got stuff from your neck of the woods.
All right. Well,
Well, that would be, or which one are you looking at?
that one right
Okay. This is Vanessa Cardui, which means the painted lady. She came to us painted, and there was no way to take her paint off without destroying her, and I didn't want to cause her any more damage. So I thought it would be a great time to make a Santa Muerte effigy, and here she stands now in a beautiful hooded dress with her flowers, and we have a table we set up for her that we put candles on, and we have torchieres, and we allow people to come through on the Day of the Dead to say prayers and make donations for her blessings.
Oh, wow. So you dress up for everything,
Yeah.
clothes and everything. Oh, wow. Different, man.
Yeah, on my coffin table. This is an 1860s Victorian coffin that was restored into a coffee table by the James T. Vaughan prison inmates in their wood furniture program. And this is where I set my next restoration. Anytime we have a skeleton that comes in that needs repair, I try to stick them in here. Just storage, kind of, and we'll open it up for you so you can see, even though, mind you, both of her legs are broken. It has to slide out. Both of her legs are broken, and she's got a broken arm, but
Oh, wow. Pretty unique, man. One question, all right?
what's that?
I sure you want to know out there. I'm going to ask them. How do you sleep at night?
Comfortably, peacefully.
It's easy for you. How you sleep at night?
I sleep fine. They don't scare me. I mean, I know I'm a chicken, but they don't scare me.
Yeah.
We had a discussion with them when they came into our house. If they're not to haunt us, if they're going to haunt us, they got to go. I'm not living with somebody that's going to haunt me. So, I mean, I would love to have somebody that comes in here that supposedly talks to people who are beyond us, but to see if anybody can hear anybody, talk to anybody, but we don't hear anything, we don't see anything. I have a child who swears we're haunted.
And she sages her
the
house.
I mean, whatever, sage away, help yourself. But
Thanks for
usually
stinking
when
the
she
home up.
starts complaining, she hears things. It's because it's the weather change and we have mice coming in from the fields.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's usually what the sounds are we hear. And there's
Right.
nothing in here haunting us.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I see another score back
Yes.
there, you know.
Yeah, so that one there come from a fraternal organization, and there's more to this display, but we had to take it out so we could set our Christmas tree up. But that's a chaplain's display, and you see with the shepherd's hook and all that, and there's a Bible and a podium and all that sets in front
Oh,
of it.
wow.
We are Christian people.
I can tell because you have Christmas trees already set up in the house, man. But very, very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, but
Oh, you didn't even get the travel case.
oh, there's a travel case. You got a travel case in here?
Victoria likes to go on trips with us.
Oh Lord.
These are skulls that we travel with when we go to events.
Wow.
Including a Sedge-Teal-Cut skull, so you can see inside of it. I'm not going to grab the other half because this is very, very old and she's starting to break.
Yeah.
You gotta get a picture of you holding it, man.
Nah. I'm good. At least I'm sorry. That's the best I can do. Baby step.
Closer. Baby steps. Next
baby
time.
steps.
Yeah, I ain't reached that level like you yet. Oh wow. So you travel to like schools or
I travel
museums?
everywhere. I take this with me when I go have breakfast in the morning.
Oh wow.
She is
I
eating breakfast
you
with
can
us.
go to almost any restaurant in the central Delaware area and ask about the ossuary, and they'll be like, "Oh, the people with the skulls, yeah," because we'll go in there and have coffee and set a skull right there on the counter with us having coffee.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we do. You know, we travel out to the Northeast a lot. A lot of time we're in Connecticut and Maine and PA, New York, and I'll take this case with me. And everywhere we go, it has little wheels on it. It travels like a luggage carrier, and I will haul this around with me, walking around just like this everywhere I go. I was just at a fundraiser for Toys for Tots 2 days ago where I took this, and it was a good time, but we freaked a lot of people out at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Wow. Hey, man. That's what's up. So what you got going on here? Just chilling. Seems like it's hungry because it's next to the kitchen,
Well,
right?
they're starving to death, so. This is one that we were working on. I have to finish getting her cleaned up, and she has a couple little spots, like here at a finger, you can see it's off, that I have to repair where the wires have been bent. And I'm going to get her put together, and she's going in a case of her own.
Oh, wow. Pretty unique, man. And look at your
My uranium glass. Yeah. I collect quite a bit of that as well. And my whole house is filled with uranium. Of course, we didn't shut the lights off for you guys for everything under black light for video, but it gets pretty vivid in here when it gets dark.
So since you started collecting, right? How many people you think been to your house to look at your collection?
Oh man, I got thousands of people a year that come through.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot, especially on Halloween, because that's when we do our open house. This year was actually,
down the street.
yeah, I end up with people all the way down the street. It gets a little crazy.
Yeah, so you pretty much famous in Delaware.
You know, we were just discussing that. Like, we're almost like local celebrities. We go places and people will stop us randomly.
Look,
People
it's
we've
the
never even met.
skeleton people.
Yeah, people we've never even met before, never even been here. Is like, oh my God, you're the skeleton people. You know, we saw you online, or we saw, you know, this thing on Facebook about you. And I'm like, who are you? Nice to meet you.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
guys,
me.
wherever you're watching this video from, I hope you're having a good day. But if you're interested in this information you just learned and you want to visit his house, it's straight from Delaware. Smyrna, Delaware, right?
Smyrna,
Yeah.
Can you
Delaware.
tell them how to reach you again?
Yeah, www.ossuary.org. You can go on there, click little buttons at the top and hit contact us, and send us an email and schedule a visit to come in. We only schedule in the evening because we are night shift workers and generally are asleep during the first half of the day. But if you want to come through at 6, 7 o'clock at night and see this stuff, you're more than welcome to schedule a visit, and it's free of charge. We don't ask for anything. This is all funded by us and the people like you that may want to make a donation to see us continue doing this work and bring this stuff to the first state.
All right. So now I want to know, is any misunderstanding of what you do that you want to clear it out to people who probably don't understand clearly? Or have you ever experienced anything in that manner?
A lot of people don't understand the work that we do. They look at us and they may think that we're morbid when we're not. We're average, everyday people just like you that found ourselves in a very unique situation, able to do something nobody's ever seen before, and we seize the opportunity. Everything we do here is public. Nothing we do is behind the scenes. We are a publicly registered organization. We're federally licensed. We want these items to continue to be used for their intended purposes and not sit in storage rooms, not be forgotten about. And I think it is only fair that we as people give that opportunity back to these specimens. And that's what we've set out to do. And here we are.
Is there anything you want to add to that?
No, I don't think there's anything extra I wanted to add.
All right. All right, guys. If you watch this video all the way to this point, you already know your family. All right? Make sure check the link in the description. They're going to be there. You're going to find them. You can come and visit them, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Everything going to be down there. Phone numbers, website, everything going to be in the description. Make sure you check the description. All right?
Absolutely.
Any
Come
last
see 'em.
word to the people?
Hey, everything that's here, you know, we have to look at these and understand that they were once like us, living, breathing people, and what they are now, one day we will be. And so we need to show them respect and understanding and continue to value them for the sacrifices that they made when they gave themselves for the advancements of science and education. So please support them and us. Come here and learn about them.
All right.
Experience something you've never experienced before.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And you guys, see ya next video.